Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Anand Pandey from BBC Top Gear Mag India reporting straight from Bajaj Auto's Jharkhand test track, and we have a very serious issue to report. The king has come back to take its throne. Say hello to the all-new KTM 390 Duke in its all-new avatar. Now, this is just a walk-around video. To see our first ride review on what we think of the motorcycle, you'll have to come back to this particular channel on 17th of September. But for now, let's just focus on all the changes that the 390 Duke has received and the overall design philosophy as well. So let's get down to the design first. If you see the overall silhouette of the motorcycle, it will instantly remind you of the bigger Dukes, the badder Dukes for instance, basically the Super Duke R. The design inspiration from the Super Duke R is pretty eminent. Overall, the whole motorcycle. Up front, we get a redesigned headlamp cluster which is flanked by DRLs at either ends. Now these DRLs, they are exclusive to the 390 Duke. The 125 Duke as well as the 250 Duke don't get these DRLs. And apart from that, up front and at the back as well, we get to see lighter alloys, which we also saw on the new RC lineup. So the idea is to bring down the unsprung weight, so aid in its agility, and that is exactly what KTM has done with the Duke 390 as well. So, apart from the lighter alloys, we also get hollower brake rotors, which also contribute to the weight saving measures. As we move further up, we get to see adjustable UHD forks, finally, and they can be adjusted for compression and rebound, both 5 clicks each. Also, we get to see a new 5-inch TFT instrument cluster, which has a new layout altogether, and coupling that with the new switchgear. So we have an entirely new cockpit view, which you will get to experience from the rider's seat. Now talking about the seat height of the motorcycle, now that has gone down to just 800mm for the India spec variant. And I am 5'9", and as you can very well see, I can plant both of my feet comfortably on the ground without any issue. So a big up for KTM to address that issue which we used to face, which shorter riders used to face with the previous generations of the Duke 390. So KTM has always led the charge when it comes to overall electronics and on offer, and they have done the same feat with the new Duke 390 as well. So now we also get to see first in segment launch control, cornering ABS, motorcycle traction control and switchable ABS. Now that is about it, but we also get to experience quick shifter on the Duke 390 now. And the clutch as well, it is slip and assist clutch. Now coming to the fuel tank. Now let's just take one moment to admire what they have done basically with the overall design philosophy of the motorcycle. So the new Duke 390, it is laced with sharp cuts and creases all across the bodywork. But it is also sleek from some angles, not sharp. So this combination of sleekness as well as sharpness is really gelled well together when it comes to the new Duke 390. So when you see from here, the tank extensions are actually very sharp. Same goes for the headlamp cluster as well. But as you pan your eyes towards the rear, this particular section is very sleek. And thanks to the elimination of the side sling exhaust, now we get to see an underbelly unit. So that has also contributed to the weight saving measures. And since we are talking about this particular frame, we also get to see an all-new trellis frame on the new Duke 390. That trellis frame is coupled with an all-new die-cast aluminum subframe, which we also see on the Duke 790, the 890 and the Super Duke R. So that is really commendable on KTM's part to offer us the same componentry that we get to see on bigger Dukes on the Duke 390. What KTM has also incorporated in the new Duke 390 is the offset monoshock, which can be adjusted for rebound as well as preload. Now, this offset monoshock has also facilitated more ground clearance and a bigger airbox for the engine. That brings us to one of the biggest changes that the Duke 390 has actually received, and that is the bigger engine, which is now dubbed as LC4C. So the displacement has gone up from 373cc to 399cc, and performance figures have gone up too, from 43.5 PS to 46 PS now, from 37 Newton meters to 39 Newton meters. So a definite bump in performance figures that we have already experienced on the racetrack, but how it translates into the real world, that you will get to know on 17th of September. Not today. What I personally really like about the new Duke 390 is the overall design philosophy. So the whole motorcycle looks complete. It might be an overkill to some people, but when you see it in person, it actually is a very proportionate motorcycle. and thanks to the redesigned tail section as well, which is complemented by this redesigned tail lamp unit and these sleek LED indicators. Also, the fender has these nice aerodynamic touches, which I'm pretty sure is going to cater to its road dynamic capabilities as well. Now, some really fun facts about the new Duke 390 is that the weight has gone down to 165 kilograms. It also gets 3 ride modes to choose from: road, street, as well as track. So the track mode, it basically unlocks the launch control and it tweaks the animation that you see on the TFT instrument cluster. So this is all, folks. This is the new Duke 390 in person. We cannot wait to tell you that how this thing actually is to ride out on the streets and out on the racetrack as well. So this is all, folks. Thanks for watching this video till the end. And before we do that, let's just hear the exhaust note too, because why not? Do let us know in the comment section below that if you still have any doubts regarding the Duke 390, and we'll make sure that we include all your answers in our first ride review of the same.